here, psychic medium and spiritualist minister, here with another miracle moment. I'm translating the text of A Course in Miracles into easy to understand everyday language without the Christian overtones. And today I've opened the book to page 253, paragraph 12. So let me read this for you, and then I will summarize. My point, my hope with doing all these is that you don't even have to read the book if you don't want to. Hopefully I'm giving you the Cliff notes, the Steph notes, the Reverend Steph notes. All right, page 253, paragraph 12. Awakening unto Christ is following the laws of love, of your free will, and out of quiet recognition of the truth in them. The attraction of light must draw you willingly, and willingness is signified by giving. Those who accept love of you become your willing witnesses to the love you gave them, and it is they who hold it out to you. In sleep you are alone, and your awareness is narrowed to yourself, and that is why the nightmares come. You dream of isolation because your eyes are closed. You do not see your brothers, and in the darkness, you cannot look upon the light you gave them. Okay, so all that means is that we need to choose to open ourselves to the love of the universe. The way we do that is to love one another. That's a simple way of putting it. The way we do that is to channel the love, the true love of the universe, to each other. It doesn't come from us. We need to open ourselves to source first. And once we do that, then other people will give it to us. And that's it. That's how we do it. We open ourselves up to the love of the universe, and we give it to each other. We channel it to each other, really. So let me go through this line by line, because there's some lovely, lovely stuff in here. It's a lovely, uplifting paragraph today. So happy weekend. And for those of you who are in the northeast of the USA and it's cold below freezing, maybe this will warm the cockles of your hearts. So, awakening unto Christ is following the laws of love, of your own free will. So Christ just means Christ consciousness. Love, compassion, service. So awakening, you can think of in the way that currently everyone's talking about it, right? We're having an awakening all over the world. So, that just means evolving spiritually. So if we look at the world through Christ consciousness, love, compassion, service, then we're awakening. And when we do it of our own free will, that's when it works. I mean, we can't do it any other way, essentially. The best way to do that is out of quiet recognition of the truth of the laws of love. So without running around and evangelizing, essentially, just quietly live that way. There's a line in To Kill a Mockingbird, I think, and it goes something like, the world would be a better place if people stopped telling everyone about Jesus Christ and started behaving more like him, something like that. And that's what this is saying. Quiet recognition. Follow the laws yourself. Just don't run around and try to make yourself out to be better than others because, I've seen the light, la la la. No, forget that. Okay, next sentence. The attraction of light must draw you willingly. All right, here we go again. Free will. So we can't be beaten into submission or guilted into it. because we will be not going willingly. And it says, willingness is signified by giving. So we can't prove our willingness by evangelizing, singing praises, unless you're truly giving that from your heart, unless you're giving that as a gift. But you know, we have to do it truly, and we're doing it truly. The evidence of that is sharing it with others and actually behaving according to the laws of love, compassion, service, non-judgment, looking at every other human as a spirit made up of the pure love of the universe, without judgment. We are all completely and utterly equal. We are all spirits. So that's how we show that we are following the laws of love willingly, and that is how we awaken. Okay, those who accept love of you become your willing witnesses to the love you gave them, and it is they who hold it out to you. So what you give, you will receive. That's what that means. And that's the law of cause and effect too. I mean, what you give, you will receive. You give love and you will receive love. There's nothing simpler. And here the paragraph tells us something slightly different. In sleep, you are alone and your awareness is narrowed to yourself. And that is why the nightmares come. So if we isolate and we can take ourselves into a nightmare realm. They're not talking about here. They're not talking about going to sleep. That's a metaphor. It means that if we isolate, cut ourselves off from people, judge people, don't open our hearts, don't make ourselves vulnerable, and relate to others with mockery, resentment, anger, and so on, then we will be entering the nightmare realm. We will be creating a nightmare of a life for ourselves. And the paragraph goes on. You dream of isolation because your eyes are closed. That just means, you know, we haven't awakened yet. If you're feeling that way, if you're wanting to get away from people because you hate people, you know, you haven't seen the light, right? Okay, and it goes on. You do not see your brothers, so that just means you don't see other people as they really are, as pure spirit, pure love. You do not see your brothers, and in the darkness you cannot look upon the light you gave to them. So if you're not willing to receive, then you're going to stay in that nightmare. So I hope that was clear. I think it's really a nice, uplifting one. It just means that awakening to Christ consciousness, being able to see the world through the truth of Christ consciousness, love, compassion, service, means doing it, using our free will and giving love and staying open to receiving love. And that's how to be happy. And we will save ourselves from the nightmare spiral of anger, resentment, fear, loneliness, and all of that. So that's what I'm going to leave you with today. Go out into the world and love one another, which means do not judge one another. Look upon one another with compassion. Do something nice for someone without needing any recognition. Random acts of kindness, that's what that's all about. But secret random acts of kindness. No ego recognition. That's your assignment for today. I truly love you all, and I hope to see you soon.